Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please ignore the fact that I had the wrong stinger for that transition. Ladies and gentlemen, it is grand finals time for the Champions Rocket League Series. My name is Ice Cold Brew. I'm going to be your broadcaster and commentator for this evening, and we have an incredible matchup going on tonight. It is going to be Zen Esports up against the undefeatable Atomic Esports at the moment. Both these teams have faced off at least once. They came out on top in Group A and fought their way through, only dropping one game each through playoffs. And Zen Esports only losing one time to the Atomic Esports team. And folks, it's going to be Jimbo, Cams, and Sammy Jammy getting ready for this lineup here. It's going to be AO, Proxy up against your boy Shadow, and Inazuma playing up against them. And we are so ready to get this one on the road and getting going, as I have someone immediately leave the lobby. Incredible, folks. This is the best way to do it. This is the greatest of our time. We are going to allow that person to join back in real quick. All right, it looks like everyone ready to go. Folks, it's going to be a best-of-7 matchup. It is grand finals time for the very first season of Champions Rocket League. And Zen Esports HQ have put together a fantastic season. And, of course, we have all these folks ready to go. I am so ready to see this matchup on the fly, as there's the transition stinger I need. Ladies and gentlemen, best of 7 over in the blue with Zen, over in the orange with Atomic. And it's going to be an incredible matchup as Sammy is going to start fighting for positioning here. Now, of course, if you do not know, this is a C3 at peak league. Not a lot of people over in GC1 yet. Not a lot of people up that high at this point in time. And it's going to be Sammy Jammy picking up the first goal here. Quick response, great pass from Jimbo in order to take advantage of that shot. It's going to put him at a great start here. Zen Esports already looking for some vengeance here, already looking to set the tone. As Getamingo finds another open net. Jimbo, Getamingo, back and forth, both taking turns aside. That's going to be Jimbo taking the goal here. Nice little back and forth between the two of them. No matter what, that ball was going in. And that's a great way to get themselves started. Bit of a false start here for Atomic Esports, as Getamingo is going to fight for positioning here, and the ball cam has lost track. There it is. Jimbo now looking for a chance to sail this ball across. It's going to be Sammy Jammy with a back pass to Getamingo. Now, of course, big thing with the C3 is going to be that comfortability in the mid-air. And threes especially is going to be a lot more looks at the backboard. Positioning is going to be so important, just like the positioning for Jimbo. Able to strike true here. Puts that ball onto the backside behind Proxy, behind your boy. And Inazuma cannot get there. So far, the entire pace of the game has been dictated by Zen Esports. They've been able to contest and contend the entire time, taking this chance, taking a lot of action away. However, it's just past the first minute, and your boy Shadow is going to continue to put this aggression forward, trying to cut that ball down at the half-court line. Inazuma down to his teammate. Your boy Shadow drops it for Inazuma. Inazuma fakes out Sammy. Can't fake out Mingo, though. Great chance, great touch. Jimbo look for the double tap. Ingo trying to put it inside. It's not going to go through here. Shadow look for a dunk, sends it down. And Inazuma looking for a redirect. It's inside the net, but Jimbo's going to find a joker there, sends that one off and away. Now, of course, with threes, a big aspect you want to pay attention to is positioning, and that has been Atomic Esports' problem. And Inazuma will find the solution. Rises up above the competition, drives it down, finds a far right post, puts it just out of reach of Jimbo. Great carry from penalty box to penalty box, able to drop this one inside, keeps them in the fight. Your boy Shadow looking to cause some havoc, trying to send, won't be able to do so, can't find Inazuma. It's going to be Sammy Jammy. Over to Jimbo. Proxy able to get a touch. A little bit of a pinch with Inazuma. Gets a bump on Mingo. Unable to break down here. A lot of space and a lot of time for Proxy, who finds Inazuma on the pass. Inazuma finds Proxy. Fake flip. Proxy doesn't go for it here. Instead, Inazuma drops it to the right side. Your boy Shadow will be able to cast some magic here. Drops this one down off the corner pass from Inazuma. Double commit on the save. Just a bit too awkward for Zen Esports. Incredible opportunity for them. It's going to be Proxy winning off on the kickoff. Get him Ingo, sends it off to the center. Shadow chases after it, puts it out to the corner. Sammy Jammy needs to block here. Denies Proxy the tying goal. However, still under control for Atomic. They're going to find another chance here. Tries to bring this ball down and around. The boy Shadow playing deep third, playing patient, waiting to see what happens, but that ball's already up high onto the backboard. Sammy Jammy can't find it. Jimbo tries to creep up and then gets blown away by Inazuma, who finds a nice sniper shot, pops it hard, high, and heavy over Jimbo. And he is going to bust on that one. Jinx, you are correct. Jimbo got a little bit too anxious, started cheating up a bit too far. And that's going to be where the tying goal comes from. Atomic Esports looking for another chance. Jimbo will find redemption, though. What a demo from Sammy Jammy. Able to take this one down and away. Able to break down that defender. Sends him down, and Proxy tries to get there to help out, but it's not enough. Jimbo finds some redemption, but get by with a little help from your friend, Sammy Jammy, really causing a jam on that back line for Atomic. And then tries to pop it inside, but it's not going to go through here. Instead, your boy Shadow trying to make himself like the devil. Ball dropped down. It's high backboard. It's going to waterfall away. And Azuma look for a doozy. Soft touch. Oh, hits the woodwork. Proxy comes up trying to challenge. Tries to put it inside. Can't follow through. And now Shadow coming down like a one-winged angel. Won't be able to find another possession. Instead, it's Proxy putting up a defense. Great challenge off the ceiling to get that ball away. Ball going back towards mid. Get a Mingo. Tries to send her off and away. It's going to be Sammy. Pick up, can't follow through. Ball a bit too harsh for Proxy to follow on. It's going to be Jimbo. Gets denied. Shadow, last man back. Proxy getting in position. We'll clear this one out. Sammy Jammy takes out Shadow, and Azuma misses out on the redirect, but I like the look. Your boy Shadow, last line of defense. It's too many bodies in the way, and sadly, too many cooks spoil the shot. It's going to be Proxy. No one's up to challenge him. He has so much time to keep that under control. Tries to try for it, and that's when he gets challenged. Ball boomed away. Sammy Jammy onto the backboard. Drops this one down and away. Off the corner, over to Inazuma. Inazuma to Jimbo. Jimbo, defensive effort. Ball in front of the net. No one's around. Jimbo takes flight. Looking for a highlight reel. Gets denied. Overshadowed by your boy. Proxy, one more chance. Needs to pop this ball up. It's not going to be enough. Zen will take game one. Incredible start for this team. Incredible touch as well. Able to keep that possession going forward. Able to keep everything to plan for the most part. Some positioning errors, but Jimbo coming out with 3 goals, 3 shots as well. Some bumps and demos. Sammy Jammy with a really impressive setup for the team, able to continue that aggression, able to help out his teammates, get some forward field movement for them. But now, moving forward, going to see if we can get anything else for them to move forward here. Pardon me, folks, doing some quick work here. we are. As we get this one on the road, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading into game 2 now. Some days I wish I had another producer, so I'm not doing everything myself. Your boy Shadow is going to pick this ball up. Atomic Esports looking to find some redemption here. They started having the formula to build and grow off of their work. However, the bump and demo play from Sammy Jammy really being the deciding factor for Zen Esports. Ralph, welcome on in. Your boy Shadow looking for a carry. Doesn't have a lot of boost to follow through. It's going to be getting them out of there. Ball drop down center. Jimbo off right is going to put it towards the corner. Be enough space for Proxy to challenge, but can't keep control. Shadow forced to put it to the side. Inazuma just too far away for that air dribble, but at least keeps the pressure growing, keeps them in that fight. Jumbo gets Ingo out of there. Challenge from Shadow. Tries to keep that ball at the half-court line. Not enough, though. Shadow's going to cut in, puts it upfield. Can Inazuma rise above the competition? No. Out of boost, out of that Sunny D, out of that Estes Flask. Will not be able to get up in the air quick enough. Very different game compared to game 1. As I say that, Inazuma able to get a goal here, and it's after an incredible demo in the backcourt. Sammy Jammy especially getting taken out. Inazuma just has to pinch off and take it away. Great job from Atomic Esports to get them back into the fight. Going to be Jimbo taking advantage. Sets the ball up to Sammy, but Sammy can't follow through. Gets jammed in the back line. Proxy takes out the last man, but Jimbo's there to recover. Get him. Sends him up high. Jimbo, soft touch, flicks it to the post. Sammy tries to follow, but it's going to be too far away. Just out of reach in that moment. Zen getting drained via boost right now. Not really able to keep up the speed, not able to keep up that momentum. They're only supersonic 9% of the time, as Inazuma is going to find a carry. Pops that ball down towards center after Proxy clears it. Get him Ingo, over commits. It's going to be Inazuma taking this one. Moving us on to the third kickoff. Script reversed. Instead of 2 goals for Zen, it's now 2 goals for Atomic. And Atomic want to get that victory. Again, folks, best of 7 situation, though. You have time to make mistakes, especially if you're Zen. You took that game 1 victory, albeit very closely, and now you just need to find what formula is missing. What equation do you need in order to overcome your competition? A lot of times, it's just been positioning. Jimbo, incredible save. Follow-up, tries to redirect, but Inazuma picks his pocket, takes it off. Not able to keep control of the ball as often as they would like. They're just barely getting more touches than Atomic Esports right now. However, they've been getting challenged more often than not. They're trying to continue to build up pressure. Ball towards center. Jimbo takes this one out and away. Jimbo. Good ball control, tries to keep it alive, can't flick up high. Sammy tries to get a touch and finds a body instead of a ball. Scrambling on the side of Zen as they all try to break away here. Ball dropped down. Sammy can't get there in time. Just a bit too far back to make much of a difference. No one back up front. It's going to be a deep third man for Get him Ingo, who is able to clear this ball off and away. Shadow, it's me, Jimbo. Tries to challenge. Jimbo looks for a center. Bit of a team pinch. Doesn't really work out, though. And they're all low on boost as well. Sammy keeps them alive. It's just continuously trying to get him out of this jam. Jimbo, lucky break that ball did not drop any lower than it did. Is going to leave him at 80 seconds at a 2-goal deficit right now. Zen, after an impressive first game, have yet to find the answer here. It's going to be your boy Shadow looking for it upfield. Get him Ingo. Doesn't have a lot of options. Has to scramble. Off the backboard, Jimbo coming down off the ceiling. Has Get him Ingo trying to help him out. Can't get enough, though. That low boost that goose egg. Not enough to make the difference. Jimbo going to try to do it all himself. Cannot do so. Proxy, nice 50. Keeps it off to the side. Sends it upfield. Sammy Jammy tries to find a pass. Inazuma gets bumped. Proxy in front of the net. Able to clear it back to Inazuma. 35 seconds left to go. 2-goal difference. If you want to start finding a comeback for this game 2, you need to score as of this moment. You need to find a way to put that ball between the posts, and you need to find a teammate as Jimbo looks for Get him Ingo. Ingo puts it up high, but no one's back. Can Sammy get there? It's in! Bit rough on the team play. You know, Get him Ingo wanted to drop that one down inside. Jimbo looking to clean it up, but it's going to be Sammy Jammy coming in with the mop to sweep that one away. $16 seconds left to go. Sammy got a good feed off the kickoff, but was hoping to get a pass out to Jimbo. Ball dropped down. Shadow onto the ceiling. No one's around. Inazuma puts it over to the side. One more touch from Inazuma. Screens it all the way back. Mingo tries to find a chance. Jimbo keeping it alive. Shadow up on the backboard looking for a double tap. It's going to let it hit the grass. That's going to be the folks over at Atomic taking game 2, tying the series up 2-2. Ralph, thank you for the follow. What an incredible setup from both teams here, and a very much a reverse situation of what we saw previously as well. Because of the way Zen played in game 1, you really thought that they were going to continue to be aggressive here. However, I feel like they gassed themselves at the end of that game. They started to struggle a little bit more, trying to find their moments, trying to find their spacing. And what really made it difficult for them was just how aggressive Atomic was. Atomic was taking the boost out from them the entire time and prevented Zen from finding any momentum. They got one goal at the final 30, but wasn't enough. And now in game 3, we're in a best-of-5 situation. Bit of a fake kickoff. Sammy Jammy almost falls for it, but Get him Ingo looks for Jimbo. Sadly, Jimbo was in the middle of a call and got disconnected. Sammy Jammy can't block it. Inazuma and Proxy once again find a beautiful connection here. Nice pass upfield. Proxy finds his mark at Inazuma. Inazuma drops it down low. No one is ready for it. Great shot from Inazuma off the connection. Now, ball dropping down. Ooh, Sammy wants to set up Jimbo, but hits it a bit too quick, and Jimbo skirts right over it. Jimbo, down center, one more touch. A lot of boost usage. Tries to drop that ball down, but Proxy, incredible save off the backboard. Clears it down and away. Get him Ingo. Needs to keep it up high. Shadow redirects into the corner. That might be a fortunate break for them. Proxy takes out Get him. Get him is getting out. Sammy looking for an assistance, but Jimbo's so far back, can't really react in time. It's going to be Sammy going for it. Demos abound for Atomic Esports, trying to take the pressure off by removing the players entirely. What a 50 from Jimbo. Drops it inside. Right off rip. Reads that block perfectly. Gets it over 1. Sees number 2. Puts it right over 3. Incredible shot from them. Minute gone by so far. Tie game 1-1. This is going to be the best game in this series, in my personal belief. As we continue to have Jimbo find his mark once again. Jimbo, the star scorer in this game, able to pick this one up. Gets a flip reset, stalls the ball out, dunks it below Inazuma, and then dunks it right inside. Great setup from Jimbo, who I believe has 5 goals this series so far. Sammy Jammy putting pressure back on with the rest of Zen. Atomic Esports gasping for air right now. They haven't been able to keep up pressure. They're being overwhelmed at this point in time. Sammy goes above and beyond to drop this ball down. And an incredible shot from him beats out your boy Shadow by overshadowing him. Great setup from him. Now, as we continue on here, ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Jammy finds one chance for a shot, cannot fall through here. Instead, it's going to be a ball back towards that blue side of the pitch. Looking for a response right now from Atomic Esports. They have gone sleepless in Seattle at the moment. They haven't been able to keep the ball under control as much as they would like. They're losing out on possessions. They're losing out on 50s. They're losing out on speed as well. They're getting outsped by Zen, who is looking for redemption here. Oh, Jimbo and Kedem Ingo, almost a collision there. About to look like a train wreck. Half the game gone by, 2-goal difference. Sammy looking for the net. Proxy's up, but Shadow's on the back line already. Gets the save. 50 from Gedem. Sammy just a bit too fast, too furious here. Instead, it's Jimbo down to the corner. Sammy Jammy up high. Jimbo looking for a response. Shadow backline defense off the backboard. But Inazuma cannot keep up this possession right now. Shadow goes up, hits it hard and away. Jimbo, last one to get possession. Not going to be enough here. Get him. Looking for an upper 90 shot. It's going to be off the backboard. Jimbo looking for a top shelf. Sadly, it's a bit too expensive. But Gedamingo is going to come in with the mid-tier. It's going to come in with the well liquor, and everyone's going to be happy about that one. A 3-goal difference for Zen Esports. Gedamingo not remembering what his goal explosion looked like, and honestly, I get it. Proxy with a quick response. Keeps them alive. Great kill kickoff from Shadow. Pinches it out like a pimple. And Proxy's going to come in with the tissue to clean it up. That was the most disgusting reference I could have made. Even my wife disagrees. 100 seconds left to go. It's a 2-goal difference right now. And Atomic needs to find a response. They had a great game 2. Now in game 3, they have been severely lacking in pressure. They have been getting overwhelmed. But they're starting to fight back with 85 seconds left to go. They just need to protect that backboard a bit more. They need to prevent these easy possessions from Zen. However, Zen has hit enlightenment right now. They have been all over the board, just harassing and haranguing that backboard the entire time. Taking advantage of that defensive effort. Shadow, though, able to deny the ball off the crossbar. Sends it down and away. It's going to be Gedamingo looking for Sammy Jammy, who's able to pinch it inside the left post. And that's going to be a beautiful assist from Gedamingo to Sammy Jammy. Just a tight angle shot. Inazuma was backing it up and sadly saw the car coming right across. Aggression abounds still for Zen, though. They've had possession. They've had pressure. They've been outspeeding, outbeating them. But Proxy's going to drag his team to the finish, putting everything he can in this effort. This monumental boulder he's trying to push uphill again and again. Inazuma with the assist from Proxy on Proxy. Truly an incredible shot. Sammy wants to deny this comeback opportunity from Atomic. Atomic, they can bring it within 1. They have 5 seconds to get another goal, and then they need to find their chance. Sammy wants to get that ball back. That's a breakaway opportunity. Gedamingo is going to chase down the ball. Inazuma's right after him. Sends that ball across the board. Can Proxy get there? Looking for the shot. Just a bit too high. Sammy able to deny. It's going to be Inazuma. Drop this one down center. Shadow. Oh, cannot get past Jimbo in that moment. It's going to be a difficult matchup, but 8 seconds left to go. Enough to get one more goal at least. Now the question is, who's going to take it? Or will we just end here with Zen taking the series advantage at 2-1? That's exactly what it's going to be, but maybe one more morale goal? No. Ball down on the grass, and that's going to go to Zen, who takes advantage here. Great shot from both of these players. Both these teams have been doing a fantastic job so far of really giving us what for. As we continue on, and I try to remember my own map rotation I picked out. God. What was impressive here was how well the pressure has built up from Zen Esports. Proxy is going to be calling out for a sub. I believe that it's going to be Willie T right now. But just looking back at the stats, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, look at that pressure overwhelming. It's going to be a majority of the time we've seen so much control coming out from Zen Esports. They built up, Sneaky Cheeks, thank you for the follow. They've been building up so much momentum and aggression on their side in order to prevent Atomic from taking any kind of movement on the net. They've been trying to continue to challenge them again and again. It's Rip Llama 5 joining in, who I believe is Atomic Esports. I'm sorry, I said Willie T. I forgot that was it. And it's actually going to be Llama, who is a part of the Atomic Esports roster. Letting them know we are ready to join whenever they are, as we're going to be looking at empty field. Llama's coming in to help out. Atomic Esports looking for a new variable here. As we get this series started, we're into game 4 now, ladies and gentlemen. Jimbo's going to win out the kickoff. Might have one more touch. Gets denied at the gate as Inazuma's under control. Takes the ball off to the sidewall. Sammy looking for an opening. Llama takes out one of Zen's team, and I think that's what they're going to be looking for on their side. Just a bit more aggression. Llama looking for his first appearance. Denied. Getamingo able to pick up the save. Getamingo drops his ball down. Is Sammy in the right spot? No. Ball boomed away before he even have a chance. Yeah, that's my bad, Willie T. I looked at my notes and flipped them around for some reason. Now, here's the thing. We haven't seen a goal in the first minute between both teams. And to me, that speaks more about Atomic's playstyle. They want to force their opposition to slow down a little bit. They want to keep the possession under control. They're wanting to find their first goal at the moment they want. And by taking these demos, by taking all this aggression, removing players from the pitch of Zen, then they provide more openings for themselves just like that. Inazuma coming through with demos and bumps. Llama's going to make his first appearance off the assist, scoops the ball away from Sammy Jammy and drops this one down at the top shelf just for Inazuma to pick up. Now, kickoff once again, second kickoff. Atomic Esports taking the first goal here, and they needed this one. Getamingo looking for a touch, tries to bring it below the bar, but sadly he's too tall for the ride. Unfortunately, he has to go to the big boy ride. Hail Mary shot from Llama. Following through once more, it's going to be Proxy off the ceiling, countering Jimbo. Ball dropped down to Inazuma. Can't find that connection again. Call disconnected. Blocked off. Getamingo putting it upfield. Proxy with the save. Still, pressure building up for Zen. They've been in control on possession so far. However, they haven't been able to find a shot, and that defensively tells me that they're getting cut off and they're not getting the touches that they want. That defensively tells me that Atomic has been doing an incredible job trying to force them up into the field, and these demos have been what's been throwing off that momentum for Zen. Zen getting caught out again and again, and Inazuma not able to pick this one up. Proxy gets dunked by Getamingo, and it's going to be Sammy looking for a pass over to him. Get him. Not looking for the ball right now until he can securely take it to the side. Jimbo sees Proxy on the back line. Sees Proxy has a bit of help. Drops the ball down to Sammy. Sammy, top shelf, bar down and in. Beautiful pass from Jimbo. Sees Sammy in the right place, right time. Sammy, hard and heavy on that shot, still goes through. I love Get Him Ingo's playstyle, by the way. He's more been just trying to ensure that the setups are there, trying to protect that back third as much as he can. Jimbo now making an appearance with his first demo, takes out one. And Llama's going to make his first appearance. What a redirect off the sidewall. After the loss of one, Llama steps in and says, it's all on me, and takes back the lead. Incredible play. Llama making his first appearance and leaving a strong impression. Proxy going for the demo. Gets the save. Oh, no. Jimbo able to clear this ball out. But that's an unfortunate break for Atomic Esports. Was trying to find that insurance. Sadly, could not pay out that deductible. Was just a bit short. Turns out Proxy was not covered by that insurance. Must have Texas Healthcare. Get Him Ingo playing on the half-court line, trying to set up Jimbo. Jimbo, Hail Mary onto the backboard, drops it down for Get Him. But Proxy with the breakaway might have a chance. Has to cut down Jimbo. Gets faked out. Great jump from Jimbo to force Proxy to dive. Instead, forces him into an awkward position, keeps possession on the side of Zen. Zen, upfield to the half-court line. Rip Llama. Soft touch across the backboard. Looking for one, can't find him. And Azuma, plenty of time, plenty of possession, gets covered in a smoke screen, and his accuracy drops because of that. It's a status effect in Pokemon, you see. Proxy, taking flight. Flight gets cut down, and Azuma tries to get it up out of there, but Get Him Ingo gets another touch. Sammy fighting for his life at the half-court line. Jimbo, soft touch. Just plays for the low 50, tries to keep it to the side. Proxy, knows guy man center, it's Rip Llama. After that first goal from Rip Llama, we've yet to see another. He's coming in close so often. Boom and clear from Get Him Ingo. Ball dropped down center, not enough. Llama, quick reaction, great pickup. Sends it far and away. It's going to be Jimbo keeping the ball to the ground. Get Him Ingo trying to help set everyone up. Jimbo trying to lock eyes with Proxy. However, he shirks, he blinks, and he forgets how to hold someone's hand in that moment. Instead, goes right past him. Was really trying to hold hands, take him down in a contest of strength. However, Zen Esports will not be able to do so. And Willie, you may know the question. Zen and Atomic have played once against each other before. Who came out on top in that series during the regular season? As we're going to call this one in favor of Atomic. Incredible series from these two. And we're going to move on to our next map real quick. And I'm going to quickly mark my clips. Willie, just for both of the teams, I am going to be putting clips from this matchup in y'all's thing, just to keep it alive here. Atomic won the match, but you played the series. Okay. Our only loss of the season. That is correct. I did call that out earlier as well. I knew that Atomic had taken one series away from y'all. I knew Zen had dropped one game total. And that was a tough loss. However, that also shows why you are here at the very end. Currently tied 2-2. Now we're in a best-of-3 situation. The back and forth has been Zen, then Atomic, Zen, then Atomic. Zen has consistently played high pressure, has been inside the third of Atomic the entire time. However, previously they were unable to commit to that goal. They weren't able to find their first goal until very late on into that matchup. And Llama has been the variable here, able to pick up some incredible plays from passes and setting up his teammates as well. Found his first assist, found his first goal in that game 4. Now here in game 5, Jimbo, Getamingo, and Sammy Jammy know what to expect from Llama. Will that be enough to adapt and learn from game 4 in order to take a charge and continue to find another win? Just about to hit the first minute gone by so far. Atomic still trying to keep that pressure, but losing track of the ball. Proxy is going to take out Sammy Jammy. Demo's abound. Atomic has been the better team for pressure by Demo. While meanwhile, Sammy Jammy, Getamingo, and Jimbo have been the better team by movement alone, by speed alone. They're trying to catch up right now, but they are losing out in the speed game. Llama tries to put that ball across. Getamingo's going to clear the ball away, puts Proxy onto the far left side, goes for the dunk. Jimbo with the clear. And Azuma, pass over to Llama. Llama a bit high up, but it's going to be Proxy with the follow-through. Llama picking up his second assist of the series now. Llama continuing to score. Proxy continuing to score, has continued to build up pressure, set each other up for success again and again. It's either been Proxy and Inazuma finding their moments, or it's been Inazuma being found by Proxy in order to score. Llama, making himself an all-rounder here, has found his spotlight no matter where he goes. Jimbo, the primary striker, has been trying to find another moment. Sammy Jammy's been trying to confuse and harass and harangue that defensive side. Great pressure from Jimbo. Sammy looked for a high up shot, wanted to put it onto the backboard, but Proxy was ready for it. Knew they weren't going down to the net. Instead, Sammy tries to pinch this one through, tries to get a ground pinch into that lower 90, will not go through. Jimbo, one more touch. Ball deflected out into the corner. Llama to Inazuma. Inazuma, upper 90, denied by Getamingo. Ball off to the side as Sammy looks for Jimbo. Jimbo looking for a low 50, pinched away. Half of this game, 5 gone through so far. Jimbo going to attack. Challenges hard and heavy. They have not found a goal in quite some time. That might be a chance here. Ball dropped in front of the net. Is anyone around? Can anyone come pick this up? No, Llama's able to get it out of the way. Getamingo was just a bit too slow, not able to follow through on this touch. It's going to be Llama putting upfield. Jimbo gets dunked down. Sammy tries to control but runs into a teammate. And sadly, that is a team meeting that could have happened through an email instead of a bump and conference call. Jimbo taken out by Proxy. Ball into the backboard. Oh no, it's not even a backboard shot. It's a teardrop. Llama picks up his second goal here. Just enough right spin, hits the inside post, and will bring it in. Unexpected shot, to say the least, but however, it does give him that insurance goal in threes. Makes it difficult to overcome. Then, desperation movements here. Has been just about 5 minutes since they found their last goal. Sammy Jammy is going to try and get in the mix here. However, cannot scrum for a position. Can't get there in time. Getamingo goes up to challenge. Able to keep the ball away. Inazuma chasing after it. Proxy in the front field. Tries to get into the front third. Sammy has to avoid the bump and demo. And it's enough to give up possession. Proxy playing highly aggressive here. Gets a demo on Sammy. And that's going to provide Inazuma with the opening to drop that ball down the center. Great demo from Proxy in that corner. Forces Jimbo to have to commit to the save. And Inazuma will get credit for the goal. But we all know at the end of the day, it was all Proxy's orchestration, band direction that sent that group to a 3-0 lead in this game 5. Moving on, looking for a response. It's been way too long since Zen found a goal, and they do not want to be on match point. However, with less than a minute remaining, Jimbo was trying to tee it up for Getamingo. However, Ingo goes low, and Llama's going high. Sammy Jammy denies. Jimbo down center, needs to clear the ball out. Prox is going to try to beat him to it. 50 out to the corner. Sammy with the boost. Can't get the ball. Jimbo's playing a bit too far upfield, and Azuma's going to clear it out. Ingo puts it to the corner. He's going to get bumped. Tries to carry. Jimbo rising up, beats Llama, but no one's around for the follow-up touch. Get him, Ingo just miscalculates, sends that down and away. Jimbo over to get him, Ingo. Get him, Ingo looking for a pass down center. Sammy's going to drop it down for Get him, Ingo. Get him, Ingo's going to find the one goal. Maybe a bit late, but that's at least momentum for this next game. Get him, Ingo picks up the one goal off the pass from Sammy Jammy. 1 second left to go. It is going to end with match point going to Atomic Esports. The team that is yet to be beat, looking like they will continue to be so as they continue here. I mentioned it earlier, but Game 2 and Game 3, Zen had all this pressure, all this momentum, all this speed, but they weren't able to get enough. Proxy specifically has been out for blood, taking people out left and right, trying to prevent them from finding movement. We're ahead into Neo Tokyo. This is match 6. This is do or die for Zen Esports. They can bring us to a Game 7. The alacrity that they played with was so important for their game. For the game plan, they need to continue to build up pressure. They need to continue to attack and harass and harangue Atomic Esports. However, they need to be a bit more mindful when it comes to the bumps and demos too. Atomic, they know they can beat Zen. They know how to. They have that formula. And with Llama on the field too, it's been a refreshing breath of air too to allow them to find some more movement. And Azuma strikes for the first shot of the game, and Sam's going to pick up the first save. Now with a breakaway, drops that ball center. Get him, Ingo, looking for Jimbo on the right wing. Can't find him, though. Jimbo back to center. No, Proxy's going to clear this one off and away. Bit too fast, bit too furious here. Llama's going to keep the ball under control. And with that 50, that might be a good look for Proxy or Inazuma. Instead, it's Jimbo looking for the left wing. Jimbo takes out Inazuma. Llama sends a ball up and away. It's going to be Mingo. Looking for a moment, looking for a breath. Sammy has to force the 50. Even on a goose egg, you have to continue these challenges. You cannot give Atomic Esports any space. You have to be prepared for these bumps and demos. However, the deep third has also caused complications as well, because that's the only person they need to put pressure on whenever they have a breakaway if you're Atomic. Get him, Ingo. Getting bumped in the backcourt. Sammy trying to put the ball up court. Won't not be able to do so. Jimbo as well has gotten fairly shut down from Game 4 and Game 5 as well. Looking for other options. I mean, Sammy Jammy and Get him, Ingo have to find their moments. Ingo getting taken out by Proxy. He said it in chat earlier. Proxy's been chasing him down. And honestly, I get it. That's the main threat defensively. If you can take out that final defender, if you can put pressure on that movement, because you have two very impressive, highly mechanical attackers on one side who are up in your third, but you can take out that third man who's ready to rotate back. I get it. Proxy gets the save. Get him, Ingo fakes it. Trying to get it to Jimbo, but Jimbo wasn't ready for it. Ball up high onto the ceiling, and Inazuma back pass to Proxy. Keeps it under control. Jimbo skirts it by. Can't get past Llama. Get him, Ingo. Now playing the backfield. He's going to let Sammy take control, but he's going to take the boost away. Was hoping to give Sammy the boost, but I think Sammy was just a bit out of reach. Double commit on the save, but it's going to be enough to clear the ball at the half-court line. And a lot of time before it's picked up. Llama on target, but denied. Doesn't even get credit for a save, though. Jimbo Tries to dunk down, tries to put that ball center. It's going to be Getamingo looking for someone to help out. Longest we've gone so far without a single goal from either team at the moment. And that's not for lack of trying. I feel like Zen, at this point in time, have stepped back a bit more. You can see how spread out they are playing in this moment, trying to make sure they're not in each other's way, trying to make sure that if one of them gets demoed, someone can follow the ball quickly, deny that airspace. Sammy, pass upfield to Getamingo. Getamingo puts it into the corner. One more touch, sends it up high. Jimbo sailing for it. Gets beaten out by, I think that was Proxy. No, that was Inazuma. Sammy Jammy, one more chance. Llama takes it away this time. And dunks on Getamingo. Not going to be able to break this one down. 95 seconds left to go. Could this be an OT moment? Sammy looking for Jimbo. Jimbo's going to put this one upfield. Sammy's going to take that side boost and keep the pressure on. Ball sailing across, going back to center. Proxy able to read that ball, sidewall touch. Puts it up high. Great save from Jimbo. Again, shots building up between both teams. A lot of that pressure coming from Atomic. However, the team is finding their moment. Jimbo's got a counter. Can't get past Inazuma. Brick wall. In that moment, Getamingo drops that ball down. Jimbo puts it to the left post. Sammy tries to follow up, but Getamingo's in the rotation. Gets in the way. Now they're scrambling. Now they're looking for a chance. Oh, roll up. That might be a lucky break. At the C3 level, you're not ready. However, no one's back. First goal is going to go to Atomic. Proxy over to Llama, able to score. Flip it, reverse it. Llama over to Proxy, able to score. Again, they have all this pressure, and they've had the right formula. That was the biggest mistake they've had. Just bump on that front field puts them in a panic, and now that ball almost in the striking range, almost in that upper 90, does not get that bump. Llama takes out one. Could be enough for Sammy to find a clear. Llama back from the grave. Sends that ball up too high. Can Getamingo set up his team for another goal? It's going to come out of the corner. One more touch. Jimbo just out of reach. He's going to see that moment. 15 seconds left to go. They need to score now. Will they bring us to game 7? Inazuma off the backboard over to Proxy, denied by Sammy Jammy. Inazuma might be looking to ground this one. Proxy taking off, driving up the midfield. Sammy low on boost, Jimbo low on boost, ball to ground. Atomic Esports takes it at the end of the day. Incredible series overall. 6-game series, 4-2 in favor of Atomic Esports. And by a 1-goal game as well. Even with pressure building up, Zen started losing that momentum, started losing out slower and slower, and Atomic Esports will be your grand final champions of the first season of Champions Rocket League Series, ladies and gentlemen. Over in 6. Overall, an incredible matchup from these two teams. And of course, I do have to give a call out to the person who I thought made the most impact in this game. And that is going to be Llama. As soon as I can find that clip. It was his first goal on the pitch. He came out with an assist first, but then he came out with a first goal as well in that very same game. Off the side of the wall, shot it quickly, redirected inside to guarantee the lead back in game 4, and that's where that scoring run continued on from there. Ladies and gentlemen, Atomic Esports are going to be your very first season winners for Champions Rocket League Series, but Season 2 is getting ready to come up as well, so make sure you get active in that Discord and pay attention to those announcements so you know when it is coming up next. My name is Ice Cold Brew. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for joining me on this broadcast. It's been a pleasure. I am going to be heading out for the next 5 days. I'm going to be heading to Reno, Nevada, where I'll be over at SnafuCon. If you happen to be there, hit me up, let me know. But with that in mind, folks, this music that you are listening to, this wonderful music has been created by Christopher Escalante, !track in the chat. If you want to find out more about him over at ChristopherEscalante.com, reach out to him to get your preferred broadcast music, whatever you need. He will elevate your streams, your broadcasts, your videos with music that he will create and produce himself. Trust me, his studio is right there. Literally like behind the computer screen in another office. It's incredible. Love hearing him play the entire time. On top of that, folks, you want to support me or you want to support my partner, go check out !Hilarity. Go into the Etsy store, buy some merchandise made by her. We will be shipping those out coming next week. You can buy some beautiful prints, stickers, whatever you want, whatever you need to decorate your home, office, room, workplace. We got you covered over at hilarity.com. Etsy.com/shop/hilarity art. !Hilarity for more of that in chat. In the meantime, I will catch you all later. I gotta go get ready for my match that's coming up in an hour, so I will see you all next time.